Hi guys, welcome to my new video. As you see from Project Cars 2, it's a beginning of a career. Well, actually it's not the beginning, but I switched over from Twitch to YouTube, so this is like a second competition. I'm pretty much still new to this game, so I need to tune up difficulty a bit to make it more competitive, because it's kind of a struggle for me yet, because I don't see it as much competitive as I want to so far. So hopefully it gonna bring me the result I want. So the next race is at Donington Park. What I forgot to mention is that first two races we won. So the training, we finished first with 2-second gap over second car. So let's jump straight into the qualifying and hopefully we get the pole, which is pretty regular, because I'm still struggling to find the difficulty I need. But yeah, let's come out and see. So as we see, it's raining, so it's kind of a tricky, because as you know, Project Cars itself, it's pretty hard game, especially when you're playing on a controller, which I am. I do have a lot of assists, turn it on, so I think without them I wouldn't be able to play it and have so much control. But I do like kind of a challenge, because it's not that visible in these cars. My god, move out of my way, it's my teammate. Jesus. You don't know who's the number one driver in a team? It's me. If you didn't know, I'm leading the championship. So the game is hard itself, and yeah, you can't really feel it in these underpowered cars because it's junior category, so the cars aren't that powerful, obviously. But as we progress during the career, you're starting to see the difference, where the car really behave. In this, especially this Ginetta junior category, it's pretty much from 0 to 100 on a throttle. So, and you still cannot spin. So that's because of the low horsepower. So as we will jump into more powerful cars, we're starting to see the difference. As here in the qualifying lap, we're making our first move and we slide off. That's a disappointment. I was struggling, especially this qualifying. As you can see, I skipped already, and it's only 1.5 minutes left, and we still didn't really pull the lap we want to. But so the less time we had, the more pressure we felt, but somehow we managed to extract P2. I don't even know how. As I'm saying, I still need to tweak the difficulty, because I want it to be more competitive. I really do. But it's kind of hard, because Seems like every time I turn up the difficulty, I get 0.7 seconds over the car behind me, and I'm on pole. So even though it's supposed to be harder, considering the race before I was on pole just by like 1/10 of a second, and now I tuned up the difficulty, and it's more than second, as I see. No, 3/10. So yeah, it's more than it should be. But yeah, it is what it is. Time's up. Qualifying's over. Currently on provisional pole. So let's see if someone jump us or we keep the pole. But I'm heading to the pit lane now because I don't feel like this lap is gonna be better. And yeah, just wait and see. Another thing what I noticed is that maybe they are a little racy in the qualifying with the times comparable, but once it comes to the race, the racecraft just isn't there. So we did keep pole position, and now we're starting the race from P1. Hopefully we get the W. So it's a nice start from us, already pulling away into the first turn. Nice and slow, and we are leading with no threat from behind yet. Hopefully it stays like that. And this is the turn where I struggled a lot during the qualifying, and as I said, Project Cars 2 itself, it's a hard game, and especially when it comes to the rain. I can see that in this category, we get a warning, we have to slow down because of track limits. I found myself actually expelled in the wet conditions in this Ginetta Junior category, but once I did invitational event in wet, I was one of the last. So I think the difficulty really depends on car category and how much you can understand the car. So I think we're gonna be tweaking the difficulty every category, which is kind of frustrating. In the other hand, the most content I'll be making will be Formula 1 22, which is almost around the corner, coming out in less than a month. So one thing I really like about the new Formula 1 game is adaptive AI. So it means, if you remember the last Formula 1 game 2021, where the AI was so out of shape every track. Like, okay, you set it difficulty to, I don't know, 90 in Bahrain, and you could win in a McLaren first season. You could actually win the race. But when you came, for example, into Hungary, into Hungaroring in Budapest, you couldn't even get out of Q1. So every track needed different difficulty in order to stay competitive, which was really, really frustrating. I wasn't really doing that. I just kept it on 87, 88 and just kept going with it for a whole season. So I really like the idea of adaptive AI. Maybe it will consider what team you are racing in as well, so it won't let you win in a Williams or teams like that. But so yeah, I'm expecting big things from that. As for myself, I didn't play my team in the 2021 game, so I think in 2022 definitely will do that. In 2021 I was more focusing on career mode as a myself, as a driver, driving for real teams. So yeah, well, anyway, it should be the best game so far, so I'm really excited about it and expect a lot of content on this YouTube channel about that, because I'm a huge fan of Formula 1 and yeah, can't wait. Anyway, back to the race. As I said, we are first, still minute and a half till the end of the race. We have a big gap behind us, no threat behind, I would say, so it's just like cruising for another victory. So yeah, that's what I was talking about. Even when in qualifying they are 3/10 away or 1/10 away, just look at it. It's only, what lap it is? Lap 4.
1 minute remaining.
And I have 10 seconds lead. That's crazy. Honestly, that's crazy. So yeah, I have to continue finding the best difficulty possible for me, but what I like about Project Cars 2, what made me to give it another try, because first time I tried it was on my laptop. It was again on a controller, but it was so undrivable. I don't know why. And I was like, okay, it has a lot of classes, but it's totally undrivable, and I'm sorry, I just can't do that. So I decided to give it another shot, and so far I'm good with it. What made me to come back is as I mentioned, a lot of classes, a lot of cars, and mostly real tracks, a lot of real tracks, because one, you might don't know, like 4 weeks ago I was actually at Hockenheimring and with my dad, and we were lucky enough to came at the time when there was some training. It looked like 24-hour endurance race. So yeah, we were lucky enough to catch it, enjoy it. So yeah, the first race I did here in Project Cars 2 was in Hockenheimring. And as you see, we won the race again. I tweaked the difficulty up again. But anyway, we won the training again. And here comes the qualifying. This is the Silverstone circuit. Obviously the shorter version, because in compared with Formula 1's, it would be much slower, because even when we are going the shorter version, it's like time comparable to what Formula 1's do, but over the whole circuit. And again, as you see, it's raining, so tricky conditions. But actually, even in the training, I felt so good on the circuit. I felt so confident, and I just knew I'm gonna win this race. So qualifying was pretty much about nailing the one lap. As you see, we got it perfectly, no traffic, no one slowing us down. As we are heading into the last 2 turns, here we are, last turn, up to the line. And here's the mark for the others. 1:27.629. That's provisional pole. Skip to the end. And it is a pole. So once again, we are on pole position for this race. Once again, it's kind of dark. And once again, raining, lights on. Good start from us. Yeah. What else we can wish? What else? So here we are in the first sharp turn. Nailing it perfectly. You see, we're not really following the racing line, because that's just like assist for the beginners. It's not necessarily the fastest line possible, but yeah, I'm not really playing it as often. That's the first thing. And the other thing is that there's so many tracks in the game that it would take me so long nail all the braking points over all circuits. So that's why I'm keeping the racing line on. As you could saw, we got another warning for track limits, so we had to slow down a little, but still, we're in first place. Pretty big gap after first lap. So hopefully it's gonna be another easy cruise to victory. I don't know. I tweaked it up by 10 the difficulty, but see, still they're nowhere near my pace, especially during a race. During qualifying it's something else. They are like within 5/10 when they have a good day, but in terms of race pace, racecraft, they're nowhere near me. Just kind of shame, because the attractiveness is not as big as it could be. That's why I still need to find the right difficulty for me. So yeah, well, I will try to tune it up as much as I can for the last race, because I think we won the championship anyway, and there's only one race in front of us after this one. So I will try to put it up to like, right now it's on 70, I think, so maybe 90. Maybe it's gonna be too much, but at least we will get to fight in a pack a bit. So yeah, as I said, we probably won the championship anyway, so why not do that? And then we switch to new category, new class, so yeah, and we're gonna be probably looking for difficulty once again. What I see, I think the track is getting wetter and wetter. I don't know if it's darker as well. Maybe just a little, but I don't really think so. But the track is certainly getting more wet, because if you look at the standing water on a track, it's mostly visible at the last sector when we are
2 minutes remaining.
Going to the last 3 turns. There's like a line of standing water. I think the track conditions are getting worse. Let me know in the comments if you've ever been in some racetrack. I would really like to know. As I mentioned, I was in Hockenheimring in Germany. It was for the first time I visited a racetrack. Here's the standing water. And it was, I think, bigger again. Here you can see another one. I think it was bigger than the last lap.
1 minute remaining.
Anyway, first time being on a racetrack in Hockenheimring, and I really did enjoy it. And I had like feeling like, oh my god, I would like to jump in a car and go drive around with them or race with them,
Keep it steady and take
enjoy
the
the
win. You deserve
overtakes,
it.
fighting. Yeah, it was really cool. And yeah, so let me know if you ever visited any racetrack or where it was, if you liked it, how you enjoyed it. And I would like to know, because racing is kind of my passion. Even though I played hockey my almost whole life, 18 years, but racing is something I quite enjoy. After I saw the cars in Hockenheim, it became racing in general and all, because before it was mostly focused on Formula One. But as I saw the cars driving around the Hockenheim rink, it caught me and I was like, oh wow. So anyway, here's the last lap, another victory. You see no one near around me. So we won another race. We are probably champions already. But let's wait and see. Here we have like a 50 points gap over the car behind. So yeah, here are some achievements we just unlocked. Some achievements, invitational events. Yeah, we got some emails. Yeah, we know that. Okay, so I think that's gonna be all for this video. Thank you for watching. If you can, leave a like, subscribe, so you don't miss any other videos continuing of the career, and see ya later.